Major Shah, I come to you at this point of time. What do you also think about Elon Musk's this new cost-cutting, method or a measure that he's taken, where he's not willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to in travel invoices that was spent previously?
Riyanka, I did my management from IIM Calcutta, and one thing I learned at the IIM, the premier B school of the country, is integrity. Integrity is nothing but being honest to your own self when no one is watching you. So you got to have that integrity. In fact, a lot of I worked in the corporate sector. I was CEO of a company where one thing we learned was you got to have integrity. You got to look after your clients, your customers. You got to treat them like they are everything to you. Now, when you do cost cutting, right? I can understand as an entrepreneur, I can understand as the head of the company, I can understand his concerns. They are quite right. But then there's a methodology, there is a way of going ahead. Instead of cost cutting, instead of saving that kind of money, instead of being stingy, why don't you make that kind of money? The difference. Money, people would say money saved is money gained. Yes, no doubt, undoubtedly. But if you can, instead of saving that kind of money, if you can make that kind of money, it's even better. So now, as you rightly brought out, that Musk cost-cutting rampage included firing close to 3,700 people. So now, when he had fired so many people, fine. That I will not comment on. That is his way of doing it. But then you have to clear the dues, the past dues. You cannot say the travel vendors, oh, I wasn't in charge at that time, I will not do it. It's like me taking over a battalion in the army and as a commanding officer and saying that, oh no, during my command, we had not fixed this, so I will not do this in my command. I think it is wrong, it is unethical, and I think he should pay the dues. Now, coming back to, he bought this company for $44 billion. That means, obviously, he had deep pockets. Now, as they say, the more you give, multifold you get back in return. It is the law of attraction. It is the basic law that you have to invest first. And Twitter is a huge market. Today, who does not have a Twitter account? Let me ask. If you have a Twitter account, I have a Twitter account. We have all the panelists over here have a Twitter account. So Twitter takes money. They earn money from each subscriber and each person who signs up to a Twitter account. Twitter is making money even at night when their employees are sleeping. So and how did that happen? That happens in goodwill. When people actually come and have faith in Twitter, because Twitter has become a very large platform for voicing out one's concern. For a lot of posts go viral through Twitter. All you need to do is you tweet something and cut. It takes on. It becomes like something like equate it all. It becomes another news agency or like an ANI or PTI. So when you have more people logging into Twitter or signing up for the Twitter account, on their credibility, on their goodwill, on their reputation, they will automatically make more money. Well, hiring and firing is never the best policy. He fired the CEO. He fired the day he took over. The day he took over, immediately he fired. Fine, it's again his concern. Now, firing 3,700 employees, it is actually keeping them jobless. It is actually a very, very big loss. And now the people, they will be disgruntled employees among Twitter. People will not have job satisfaction. As a result, when people do not have job satisfaction, they would not be able to give out their 100%. And as a result, their productivity will suffer. So the intention behind the owner, the Elon Musk, coming over for cost-cutting measures, I think in my perception, I think it is the strategy is slightly misguided. In fact, first thing you should do is clear up the dues of the previous vendors, because then these look after him. They will not come forward tomorrow in future and they will look after him. That is how I see it as, Riyanka.
All right, as we're running short of time, I would like to thank our guests who joined us on the broadcast. Major Shah, thank you for being with us. Wing Commander Praful Bakshi also, and Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava for speaking with us on that particular story. Thank you for being with us.